I say hello to all of you and thank you who invited us. Home churches and comparing them with religious ceremonies of Shia Muslims in Iran. This Article 26 of Iran's constitution is about the religious minorities, and according to Article 13, the right has been given to the religious minorities to have their associations, and nobody can be forbidden from taking part in these associations. A lot of Christians have established religious assemblies in Iran, and mostly in their homes, to read the holy book and worship the God. But despite such a legal right, the government and the judiciary have closed these communities, and Christians who take part in it are being tried. And some of them have been condemned to more than 1 year imprisonment, and some have lost their job or opportunity to education. Mr. Larijani, in one of his statements in UN Human Rights Council, told that one of the leaders of home church did not receive permission to found the church in his home, and so he was put on trial. It was legally wrong, because the home churches are Christian forums that are being held at homes, and it's not an official church building, and they don't need construction permission. Shia Muslims also have their own ceremonies, and they read Quran together and worship God. These Quran reading sessions don't need a permission by the government, and for the same thing for the Christians, they shouldn't need a permission. The government also have limited Christians and the other people to have access to churches. For example, some churches which sermon in Persian have been closed, and only the members are allowed to take part in other churches. Such action has never been taken against the mosque in Iran. Some of the churches in Iran received their construction license before the revolution. Regardless of trying the leaders of these churches, the government does not renew their license, especially the churches which sermon in Persian. A church of Sharon Garden, which belongs to Persian Protestant society, but was confiscated by the government. The third branch of the Revolutionary Court of Tehran, on July 20, 2016, this confiscated this property, which is 10,017 square meters big, charging the church to have connections with CIA, and this verdict was confirmed by the appeals court. Sharon Garden is located in Karaj, Valadabad, and belongs to Assembly of Rabbani Church. This garden values more than 8 billion Iranian rials, and it is very far from the city and used for religious events and to take the teenagers there to have sport and play. The assemblies of Rabbani Church have officially been established in 1973 and 1978 and recognized officially by the Iranian government. and this garden was bought in 1973 by the donations of the members. Confiscating this garden with the accusation of spying shows serious danger against the directors of the assembly. And according to the latest news, the Revolutionary Court has issued an eviction order against the church to confiscate the garden. Apparently they have been very easily accused of spying, and they were sentenced, and the sentence was confirmed without having clear evidences. Previously, a lot of property of the church was confiscated, but the Christians were silenced by fear. But confiscating Sharon Garden isn't simple. Apparently, with confiscating the property and closing churches one after another, not only they want to cancel the formality of Protestant church, but also destroy Persian Protestant Christianity. The executive headquarters of Imam Directive, as plaintiff, has the order to confiscate this garden. Is an institution under the which belongs to the supreme leader. This was established by Ayatollah Khomeini to confiscate the properties which had no owner. And during Khamenei's leadership, it has been involved in financial activities and is out of the observation of parliament and the government. This church, which was on Takht Jamshid Street in Tehran, has been closed. On May 21st, the church was suddenly closed.